Stop right here, my beloved child, and do not scroll past this moment. Because what I am about to speak into your heart is something you have been longing to hear, something heaven has been saving for the exact right time, and that time is now. You are here in the very moment I prepared for you long before you even knew you would need it. So take a slow, deep breath, let your shoulders soften, and let your heart open. Because I, Jesus Christ, am with you right now. Yes, truly with you in this moment, speaking directly to your spirit in a way that feels familiar, warm, and honest. In a way you cannot mistake for anything else. You did not find this message by coincidence or by chance. You were guided here. You were led, drawn, called, because I have been trying to reach you through all the noise, all the confusion, and all the battles you've been fighting alone. At last, you have arrived in a place where you can finally hear me clearly. My precious child, I know you are tired. I know there were nights when you cried prayers you didn't have words for. I know there were moments when you whispered, Lord, why does this hurt so much? And nights when you felt invisible and unheard, when you wondered if I had forgotten you or moved far away from your pain. But I want you to understand something very important right now. Not a single tear escaped my notice. Not a single ache went unseen. Not 1 second of your suffering was meaningless. You thought you were falling apart, breaking, losing, or being punished. But in reality, you were being strengthened, shaped, and prepared for something greater. My child, you have passed the test, not the kind of test the world talks about. Not a test of knowledge, performance, or success. You passed one of the hardest tests a soul can ever face. The test of keeping faith when everything around you felt dark. The test of staying kind when the world around you was harsh. The test of continuing to move forward when the path felt unclear, heavy, or painful. You passed the test of not letting your heart grow bitter, even when people hurt you deeply. You passed the test of choosing compassion when betrayal tempted you to close your heart. You passed the test of showing love when others met you with coldness or cruelty. Many people fail these seasons. Many allow the darkness to change them. Many let fear crush faith, anger, replace tenderness, or pride harden their spirit. But you did not. You kept going. You kept believing. You kept holding on to hope even when it felt like the thinnest thread in your hands. And heaven saw it. I saw it. I watched you with deep love, the kind of love a shepherd has for his precious sheep, refusing to leave them even when the night grows long. You didn't know it at the time, but every lonely night, every prayer that felt unanswered, every moment you questioned whether I was near, I was right beside you. I never left. I never stepped away. This is why I want you to say these words out loud or type them in the comments as a declaration of faith. I have passed the test. Say it not because the journey was easy, not because people treated you well, and not because everything made sense. Say it because even in the storm, even in confusion, even in silence, your soul still chose me. And now I want you to listen very carefully, because this is the moment everything begins to shift for you. Before I reveal what is coming next in your life, I must explain something important. The messages that reach you at the exact moment you need them, these messages exist for a divine purpose. If the words I send to you bring comfort, peace, clarity, or strength when you need it most, then honor that connection. Support the place where you receive these messages. Bless the vessel I use to reach your heart. Give with sincerity, not out of duty or pressure, but from a place of love and gratitude. When you sow into the places that carry my voice, you are joining me in the work of heaven, and I always bless the seeds planted with a pure heart. Whatever you give with love, I multiply. Whatever you release, I return to you in greater measure. Whatever you offer, I transform into a harvest. But understand this clearly. This is not about money. It is about alignment, obedience, honor, and faith. Now, open your heart fully and listen, because what I am about to share will help you understand everything you have gone through. None of your trials were random. None of your heartbreak was pointless. None of your silent struggles were ignored. You are walking through a season of spiritual refinement, a divine process that is deep, painful, and often misunderstood. Many people do not come out of such seasons with their hearts intact, but you did. You were tested in loneliness when you had no one to lean on but me. You were tested in waiting when you felt like nothing was changing. You were tested in disappointment when outcomes did not match your prayers. You were tested in betrayal when someone you trusted hurt you. You were tested in heaviness when your spirit felt tired. You were tested in moments when you came close to giving up. But through it all, you held on to me even when you felt nothing. You whispered prayers when you were too exhausted to speak. You lifted your face toward heaven when your heart felt numb. You fought battles no one else could see, but I saw every one of them. And that is why I am speaking to you now so clearly and so intentionally. You are stepping into a new season, the season where things start to make sense, where the pieces begin to fit, where the weight you carried begins to lift. But before the blessings I have prepared for you can arrive, there is one final barrier you must confront, and that barrier is doubt. Not the doubt of other people or your past, not the doubt that comes from enemies or circumstances, but the quiet doubt inside your own mind. The voice that tells you, "This is not for me. Good things don't happen to me. I am not worthy. Jesus doesn't speak to someone like me. This is just a coincidence." That voice is not my voice. Silence it, reject it. Do not let it take root. I did not create you to live small, discouraged, unseen, or unloved. I created you with intention, purpose, and destiny. You have a divine inheritance in me. And now, you are about to step into everything that has been written for your life since the beginning. My beloved child, now that you understand the depth of what you have overcome and the strength you have shown, I need you to prepare your heart for what comes next. This is the part most people never reach because many give up halfway through the storm, not realizing that the darkest season comes right before the breakthrough. But you did not give up. You held on, even when you felt like you were holding on by a thread. And because you stayed, because you trusted, because you kept turning your heart toward me even when you didn't feel my presence, I am now leading you into a new chapter filled with meaning, clarity, and restoration. You may not feel ready, and you may not understand how everything is going to unfold, but that's why I am asking you to walk with me, one step at a time, without fear. You have walked through enough darkness. Now it is time for you to see the light I have been preparing for you. In this new season, I am going to heal places inside you that you thought would hurt forever. I am going to bring peace to memories that still feel heavy. I am going to show you why certain doors closed, why certain people left, and why certain things did not work out even though you prayed so hard for them. You asked me many times, "Lord, why did you let this happen?" And sometimes you even wondered if I was punishing you or ignoring your pain. But everything I allowed, every delay, every ending, every setback, was shaping you into someone who could carry the blessings I am now placing into your life. You see, my child, I do not waste pain. I redeem it. I use it to lift you, not to break you. And right now, you are standing at the edge of a life that is going to make sense in ways it never has before. But before these blessings unfold, I need you to let go of the things that are still weighing your heart down. I need you to release the guilt you've been carrying because I have already forgiven you for the mistakes you still worry about. I need you to release the anger you've been holding on to because carrying bitterness only hurts you, not the ones who wronged you. And I need you to release the fear that keeps whispering that you are not good enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough. My child, I made you worthy the moment I formed you. I made you enough when I breathed life into you. You have nothing to prove. You only need to let me lead you into the fullness of who you already are. You cannot move into the life I have prepared for you while holding on to the heaviness of the past. So lay it down now. Lay it at my feet, and I will give you rest. In this season, I also want you to be aware of the spiritual battles around you. Not everything you struggled with was emotional or physical. Some of it was spiritual. There were forces working hard to confuse you, discourage you, and push you away from your purpose. There were moments when the weight on your mind wasn't just stress, but spiritual resistance trying to block what I placed inside you. But you fought anyway. Even when you didn't understand what was happening, you prayed. You called my name. You kept believing. And that is why the enemy could not destroy you. That is why you are still standing. You didn't realize it, but heaven was defending you. Angels were guarding you. And I was fighting battles you didn't know existed. You were never alone, not for a single second. Now, as you step into your next chapter, I am opening new paths for you, paths that were closed before, paths you forgot about, paths you didn't even know existed. I am bringing opportunities that will surprise you, connections that will bless you, and breakthroughs that will feel sudden, but were prepared long before you imagined them. And I want you to walk into these blessings with confidence, not fear. Do not shrink yourself. Do not question if you deserve good things. Do not assume that what is coming is too good to be true. It is not too good to be true. It is exactly what I planned for you. You have waited long enough. You have endured long enough. Now, it is time for you to receive. But hear me clearly, my child. To walk into these blessings fully, you must protect your mind and your heart. Doubt, worry, and negativity will try to creep in again. Old insecurities will try to whisper that you are not worthy of what I am doing. Past hurts will try to convince you that history will repeat itself. But this is a new season, and I need you to treat it as new. Do not let old wounds define your new blessings. Do not let past disappointments shape your expectations. I am doing something different. I am doing something new, and I need you to trust me even when you cannot see the full picture. Your job in this season is simple. Stay close to me. Keep your heart open. Keep your faith steady. Keep your spirit willing. And when you feel fear rising, call my name. When you feel doubt creeping in, speak my promises over yourself. When you feel weighed down, hand the burden to me instead of carrying it alone. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to walk with me step by step with the understanding that I am guiding you into a future filled with purpose and peace. Your life is not behind you. Your best days are not in the past. What is coming will be worth every tear, every delay, every sacrifice, and every moment you kept believing when it was hardest to believe. This is your turning point, my child. This is where everything begins to change, not because of luck or chance, but because you stayed faithful through the fire, and now the fire has refined you, not destroyed you. The season ahead will reveal the strength inside you, the favor on you, and the purpose I placed within you long ago. You are stepping into a chapter that reflects my love, my promises, and my faithfulness in your life. And this time, you will not walk in pain, you will walk in peace. My beloved child, now that your spirit is opening to the truth of what I am doing, I want to speak to you about something very important, your identity in me. For too long, you have seen yourself through the lens of your mistakes, your wounds, your failures, your past, and the opinions of people who never truly understood your heart. You have carried names that were never meant for you. You allowed moments of weakness to convince you that you are weak. You allowed moments of loss to make you believe you are unworthy. You allowed rejection to whisper that you are forgettable. None of these things are true. They never were. I have always seen you through the eyes of love, purpose, and destiny. I have always known the strength inside you, the purity of your intentions, the resilience of your soul. You are not broken, you are becoming. You are not behind, you are being guided. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. Everything you went through was shaping you into the person I always knew you could be, and now I need you to start seeing yourself with the same truth. In this new season, I want you to walk with the confidence of someone who knows they are deeply loved by their Creator. I want you to move with the assurance that you belong to me, not to the world, not to your past, not to your mistakes. You belong to the one who formed you, who redeemed you, who has plans for you that stretch far beyond what you can imagine. When you look in the mirror, I want you to stop rehearsing every flaw. I want you to stop repeating the lies that were spoken over you. I want you to stop judging yourself harshly for the battles you were never intended to fight alone. You are mine, and that means your identity is rooted in grace, not guilt, in healing, not hurt, in purpose, not fear. Begin to speak life over yourself. Begin to declare the truth of who you are. Begin to align your thoughts with the identity I have given you, because this is the foundation for everything I am about to do next in your life. Now, my child, I want to talk to you about the people around you because relationships are a powerful part of your journey. Some of the people who left you, abandoned you, or misunderstood you were removed for your protection, not your punishment. I saw things you did not see. I heard conversations you did not hear. I knew the intentions of hearts long before they revealed themselves to you. When I closed certain doors, you cried because you thought I was taking something good away from you, but I was actually protecting you from harm. And when I allowed certain people to walk away, you felt the sting of rejection, but I was releasing you from connections that would have held you back or drained your spirit. I know these separations hurt, but you must trust that I did not remove anyone who was meant to walk with you into your future. The people I am bringing into your life now will be people who speak life into you, who encourage your spirit, who support your purpose, and who recognize the value of your heart. At the same time, I am bringing healing to the relationships that were meant to stay, but were damaged by wounds, misunderstandings, or spiritual attacks. Some connections in your life were not meant to end, they were simply tested. In time, you will see reconciliation in places where you thought restoration was impossible. I am working behind the scenes in hearts you have prayed for, and I will bring peace where there has been conflict. I will bring clarity where there has been confusion. I will bring forgiveness where there has been distance. But it will all happen in my timing, not yours. Trust me with every relationship, whether it stays, changes, or ends. Your heart is safe in my hands, and I will surround you with people who reflect my love for you. Now I want to speak to you about your future, because I know uncertainty has often filled you with fear. You have worried that you might miss your purpose, or make the wrong decision, or fall behind in life. You have compared yourself to others and wondered why their paths look smoother or faster. But I want you to understand something with your whole heart. You cannot miss what I have written for you. You cannot fall behind my plan. You are not late, and you are not lost. Every step you took, even the ones that felt like mistakes, have been woven into your journey in a way that still leads you toward your purpose. I am not limited by your detours. I am not confused by your delays. I am not frustrated with your timing. I can restore time. I can redirect your path. I can accelerate what seems slow. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Your future is safe with me, and what I have prepared for you is greater than what you have lost. In this season, I am going to awaken gifts inside you that have been dormant. Talents you set aside will rise again. Passions you thought were gone will return. Ideas you buried will come back with clarity and direction. I am breathing life into the things you thought were dead. You will feel a new sense of purpose, a fresh desire to grow, a renewed excitement for life, because I am preparing you for opportunities that require your gifts, not your perfection. Do not underestimate what I placed inside you. Do not assume that your weaknesses disqualify you. I knew every flaw you would have, and I still called you. I knew every obstacle you would face, and I still chose you. The gifts I placed in you were never meant to fade. They were meant to shine when the time was right, and that time is approaching now. My child, I want you to know that the blessings coming your way are not random or accidental. They are not luck. They are not coincidence. They are the result of faithfulness, endurance, and trust. They are the promises I made over your life long before you knew how to pray for them. You are entering a season where you will see my hand clearly guiding you, providing for you, and opening paths for you. Do not fear what is coming. Do not doubt your worthiness. Do not assume that what I give you will be taken away. When I bless you, it is not temporary. When I restore you, it is not partial. When I elevate you, it is not fragile. What I do in your life will be firm, lasting, and filled with peace. All I ask is that you walk forward with trust and keep your heart close to me, because everything I give you will flourish when you place it in my hands. My child, now that your spirit is settling into the truth of who you are and who you belong to, I want to speak to you about something deeper peace. Not the kind of peace the world gives, the fragile kind that depends on circumstances, comfort, or control, but the peace that comes directly from me. This peace is not shaken by storms. It is not stolen by disappointment. It is not disrupted by confusion. It is a peace that goes beyond understanding, a peace that lives inside you even when everything around you feels uncertain. For so long, you have carried tension in your mind and heaviness in your heart. You have stayed awake at night overthinking problems that had no immediate solution. You have tried to fix everything, predict everything, and prepare for everything because a part of you believed that if you didn't hold it all together, everything would fall apart. But I want you to release that burden now. You are not meant to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are meant to rest in me, to lean into my strength, to trust that I am with you in every detail of your life. The peace I am giving you now will not depend on perfect conditions. It will flow even in places that once triggered fear or anxiety. It will settle your thoughts and soften your heart. It will remind you that you are held, supported, and guided at every moment. I need you to understand that peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of my hand upon your life. You will still face challenges, but you will not face them alone. You will still have responsibilities, but you will no longer carry them with dread. You will still have seasons of waiting, but you will wait with hope instead of frustration. My peace will teach you how to breathe again, how to trust again, how to live without constantly anticipating disaster. You are safe with me, and everything that is for you will unfold exactly as I designed it to. Now, I want to speak to you about strength, not the physical kind, but the kind that grows in the spirit, the kind that cannot be taken away by people, situations, or spiritual attacks. For years, you have underestimated your resilience. You have survived things that should have broken you. You have endured storms that others would not have made it through. You have risen from pain that left its mark on your soul, and yet you are still here, still standing, still seeking me. That is not weakness, that is strength. That is spiritual strength built through pressure, through tears, through endurance, through faith. You did not break because my hand was on you. Even in moments when you felt far from me, I was holding you together. Even in moments when you felt forgotten, I was carrying you. Even when you felt like giving up, I whispered hope into your spirit. You are stronger than you know, and the strength I am building in you now will carry you through the next chapter of your calling. But this strength does not come from forcing yourself to be tough or pretending you are fine. It comes from surrender. True strength grows when you let go of the need to fight every battle alone. It grows when you choose to forgive instead of holding anger. It grows when you silence the lies that told you that vulnerability is weakness. It grows when you release your fear of failing and allow me to lead you. I am not asking you to be strong by yourself. I am asking you to remain connected to me because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you come to me empty, I fill you. When you come to me tired, I restore you. When you come to me fearful, I defend you. Your strength is not measured by how much you can carry. It is measured by how willing you are to let me carry you. Now, my beloved child, I want to speak to you about clarity. You have walked through seasons where you could not understand what I was doing. Doors closed suddenly. People changed unexpectedly. Opportunities slipped away without warning. Your path felt foggy, confusing, and full of unknowns. You wondered if you were being punished or if you made the wrong choices. But none of it was punishment. It was protection. I hid certain things from you because if you had seen them too early, you would have taken on burdens that were not meant for you. I delayed certain answers because the timing was not right. I closed certain paths because they would have distracted you from your purpose. Now, in this new season, I am bringing clarity. Not all at once, but step by step, moment by moment, in a way that strengthens your trust. You will begin to understand why some things had to happen the way they did. You will see how certain losses were actually divine redirections. You will realize that the confusion you felt was preparing you for wisdom. There will be moments when something suddenly makes sense, something that once hurt you, confused you, or frustrated you. You will recognize my hand in every detail, and your heart will settle with peace. Do not rush the clarity. Do not pressure yourself to figure out everything at once. The same God who guided you through uncertainty will guide you into understanding. The same God who brought you through darkness will show you why the light took time to appear. You are not walking blindly. You are walking faithfully, and that is enough. Finally, I want to speak to you about elevation, not the kind the world seeks, but the kind that comes from me. Elevation in my kingdom is not about status, applause, or external success. It is about becoming who I created you to be and stepping fully into the purpose I designed for your life. Everything you endured has prepared you for this. The isolation taught you to hear my voice. The pain taught you compassion. The rejection taught you discernment. The waiting taught you patience. The battles taught you endurance. None of it was wasted. You are stepping into a season where the very things that once wounded you will now empower you. You will rise not by striving, but by alignment. You will rise not by force, but by faith. You will rise not because you deserve it based on performance, but because I chose you based on destiny. Elevation does not mean your life will be perfect. It means your spirit will be strong, your mind will be clear, your heart will be steady, and your steps will be ordered. I will place you in rooms you did not expect to enter. I will connect you with people who recognize your purpose. I will open doors that were locked for years. I will restore what was lost and multiply what remained. All I need from you is willingness, the willingness to trust me, to follow me, to believe that I am the God who finishes what he starts. My beloved child, as you reach the end of this message, I want you to sit with the truth of everything I have spoken into your spirit. You are not alone, not forgotten, not abandoned, and not overlooked. You are held in the palm of my hand, protected under my wings, guided by my wisdom, and strengthened by my love. Every moment of your life, every tear, every prayer, every step, every delay has been wrapped in my purpose. Nothing you endured was meaningless. Nothing you survived was wasted. I have been shaping you, purifying you, preparing you, and lifting you through every season, even the ones that broke your heart and stretched your faith. And now, as you enter this new chapter, I want you to walk with confidence, not in your own ability, but in my faithfulness. I want you to trust that what I have spoken will come to pass. Trust that what I have promised will unfold. Trust that my timing is perfect, and trust that your life is in hands far more capable than your own. You do not have to fear the future. You do not have to worry about what is ahead. You do not have to question your worthiness or your place in my kingdom. You are loved, chosen, redeemed, and covered by grace. Let your heart rest in me. Let your mind be still. Let your spirit find peace in the knowledge that I am with you always, before you, behind you, beside you, and within you. Nothing can separate you from my love. Nothing can stop the blessings I have written for your life. Nothing can undo the purpose I created you to fulfill. Go forward now with courage, with faith, with hope, and with a quiet confidence that comes from knowing that Jesus Christ, your Savior, your Shepherd, your Protector, and your Provider is guiding every step you take. This is your new beginning, and I am walking it with you. Amen.